Well, thank you for inviting me to speak to this group about some of the opportunities that exist at Georgian College. I'm the manager of applied research and innovation at Georgian College. And one of the first questions is basically, what is applied research? Where colleges do research a little differently than universities. Basically our mandate is help businesses find a practical solution to a real-world problem. So all of our project topics originate from a business, and we link them to faculty and students, and we help them solve that problem, and we work very closely with that business. So as I said, all of our project topics originate from businesses, and we can help them develop new products, new process, even do some technology transfer where you may not have the knowledge of a current existing technology. We can help you put you in contact with the right people or help introduce that technology to your facility. We also help businesses develop new technology, new processes, and process improvement. So why have we got involved with applied research? Research being conducted at colleges is relatively new. I'd say the last 6 to 10 years, but at a very informal basis. And in the last 4 years, Georgian has really taken a more formal approach to conducting applied research. So, one of the questions is, why does Georgian conduct applied research? Why do we get involved with businesses when our business really is to develop students, create highly qualified personnel? So the reason we've gotten involved with applied research is exactly that, is to develop a highly qualified student who has a great chance of getting a good job, but then to help the business become more profitable. We also have, as I said, faculty and students working with companies on relevant projects on their field of expertise or where they're studying. And we support, promote Canadian business innovation. So not just in Ontario, we work with companies throughout Canada as well. Where do our projects originate from? As I mentioned, all of our project topics originate from a business, and it could be different business sectors, where that business has identified a need. They may have already done some market study to see that it really warrants and really can justify their investment. They've done some feasibility. So it's more than just an idea. They've already done some preliminary investigation. And what we also have adopted a policy at Georgian anyway is that any intellectual property that's been developed or that is developed during the project, we sign that over to that business, because at the end it's all about increasing Ontario's economy, and commercialization. So we're not in the business to commercialize anything. Our faculty are not mandated to publish. They're mandated to help create our highly qualified students. So in order to get the best return of investment by spending our tax dollars, we give all of the intellectual property back to the business that we're working with, because they're the ones who are going to have their company grow and stimulate our economy. So why does industry come to Georgian? We have, resources, faculty and students. We have over hundreds of students who are looking for project topics that they would like to do. All of our third-year courses, students have to conduct what's a capstone project, and that's a way for them to demonstrate to their faculty they can apply what they've learned. And we found the best projects are the ones that come from our external partners and collaborators. So the students that we apply for funding through OCD, through the Connections program, and that helps offset the students' costs associated with conducting that project. We have a broad range of technical disciplines, but also we are able to leverage your investment in a project through OCE and certain federal programs as well. Success at Georgian, so we've enhanced our infrastructure to apply research in 2006. Since then, we've done over 100 projects with businesses specifically, and I'm not counting the smaller student projects. This is specifically where businesses come in and requested us to work with them. We've employed over 100 student researchers to participate in those projects, and we get the best results when we hire a student to do a co-op work term. And I won't get too far involved with that, but Georgian is has the highest co-op placements of any college in Canada. So that's a very important aspect of our strategy of developing highly qualified personnel. So during their co-op work term, the project hires a student to work on that project. So that's all they do for the day. We've also had over 250 students involved with some of the smaller projects. The Center for Applied Research and Innovation was developed or opened in June of last year, where Kerry is the center or one window, one contact for anyone wanting some more information. So basically, they contact my office, and I can direct you to the appropriate person, or I will have that person contact you. Normally, I will meet with the business, collect some initial contact information and a brief scope of the project, so that I have a better understanding on which department to talk to in order to find somebody, faculty that is able to assist you with the project. We also have, I believe now it's seven regional campuses, so we're not just focusing at the Berni campus, but we're also expanding our area geographically, where we're going to have intakes from those other campuses as well. By the spring or early summer, we're also opening a new entrepreneurship center where we will be conducting some training, and that is going to be linked with all of our programs as well. But again, it's just another service that we can provide to startup companies, but also as your product, let's say, develops and matures, then we contact or we hand that off to another organization maybe to help you grow. We don't have to be part of your growth every step of the way, but we can help you in any stage of your development. So we've already had a couple clients of ours where we've developed and done some testing on some prototype and some analytical experiments for some materials, where we say, okay, this is as far as we can help you right now, so we pass them on to Venture Lab and we're working with them. Some of the things we've done recently, some successes, we've been involved with Springboard Innovation Center. I'm not sure if you've heard of them. They're located in Berni, and again, they're a resource for startup companies, and they have some programs available for mentorships and some guidance. Our group of Connie is a group of all but 2 colleges in Ontario, so that's 24 colleges. So Connie stands for Colleges Ontario Network of Industry Innovation. So we have basically a meet at every college in Ontario, and we meet, well, we're on the phone at least once a month. We work very collaboratively together. We share best practices, we share resources. So if there's a part of a project that we can't do, we will either link you or we'll bring in another college to help with that. Or if the project itself we can't do for some reason, either timing or we don't have the technology or expertise, we will help you find another college in Ontario to help you with your project. The agents that we've received funding for, Ontario Centers of Excellence, of course, they were one of the very first funders that recognized the role that colleges have in Ontario to help stimulate, help strengthen our economy by helping businesses, health technology exchange, Ontario, or OIT, where they helped us, provided us with funding for some equipment that the businesses actually have access to, that we have students operate for them to conduct some experiments. NSERC was a CCI, it's a federal program where the federal government has set up $30 million for the next 4 years now, where just for colleges to apply to, because as I said, we work very differently than universities, we're very new at it. And so this is funds that just colleges in, well now Canada, because that's a federal program, but that Canadian colleges can apply to. And all of those funds go directly towards working with a project with a business. And as I said, colleges, CONI or Colleges Ontario Network of Innovation. So I think now 2 more colleges have joined, so now we're up to 24. So also some recent in the most recent federal budget, it was announced that $80 million through IRAP was set aside just for colleges to help companies develop processes, develop products, implement certain things. Now they're still working that out, and we hope by November that will be announced, and we'll be a little more inclined to talk about that. So, and then some new opportunities. There's funding also available for commercializing by support of research links between colleges, universities. So, as I said, it's all about collaboration. So don't just think if you're doing something with Georgian, once we're done, you're out on your own again. We work very closely with the speakers here and with some other organizations as well. And we keep each other informed, because it's all about networking and collaboration. Because we are applying for and spending taxpayer dollars. So the government wants to see a return of investment on our taxpayer dollars. And by that return of investment is helping a company grow, helping them be more successful, helping them hire more staff so that they can pay more taxes. So some of the areas of research, electrical technologies, incremental process and manufacturing improvements. As somebody said, we don't do this pie in the sky type of a thing. We can help you find, you have a production line and you're looking for a solution to some small element. We can get a team of students looking at that, helping you solve that problem. Because if it's saving you, a few seconds down the chain, it can count for a lot of money. New product and process development. We have quite a few advanced equipment that is access to us, or we have access to. We have rapid prototype. We have CNC machines. We have a precision skill program where the students, they're tired of making these little widgets and getting marked on. They would like to make a real world part and then have them receive academic credit for working on that as well. So our faculty are very open to that, because many of our classrooms are developed as labs, because they all need to be hands-on, all have the hands-on experience. So thank you very much for taking the time to listen to me.